All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome into another Nexus Gaming Series matchup. Tonight, we are live and we are looking at Division D. It's Phoenix Rising Amethyst against Cosmos. Our early bans for the side of PRA in blue or purple, I suppose. We are banning both Braxis and Cursed Hollow. Meanwhile, Team in Red Cosmos banning Garden and Alterac. Thank you, Jimmy. Jimmy. I appreciate that. I do have it silent while I am going through draft and stuff like that, and while I'm getting everybody set up. Once you hear this music, my voice will be soon behind. Welcome in tonight. We're in Div D. This is the first matchup for these two teams. Actually, I keep thinking this division is double round robin because I cast so much of Div D last season, and it was double round robin. It's not double round robin. This is the first time, and potentially the last time, these teams will actually see each other. But they have a long history. They've played against each other many times in the past, so very, very familiar with one another, both these teams. They even play with each other quite often, so it'll be interesting to see how that plays into tonight's drafts and overall game strategy. Happy you folks are with us here so early. Hopefully you've had a good day so far. Let's take a look here. Looks like our lobby is up. If I hadn't mentioned it already, we are going to D-Shire for our first map. Let them know that I am ready to rock and roll. Am I still in Discord? No, I am not. Splendid. Oh, good. He's around. That's good to see. All right. Not sure entirely what we're waiting for, just everybody getting situated, warming up the mafingies. All right, we got the hats in the right places. Sorry for the delay here. Excellent. We got that all set up. Cool. We got the readies. So let's get this show on the road. The countdown. Here we go. Draft screen. Dragonshire. Very much a macro-heavy map. Really don't need to team fight a whole lot if you don't want to. Kind of depends on your style, on your vibes, how you want to play this map, and what's best for your team. Is it best to run it down bottom? Is it best to kind of have an offlaner double soak? Are you trying to play for the Dragon Knight? Or would you rather just get your camps out and push a lane with them? So, should be interesting to see the style and flavor that these teams decide to play with here on this map. Our first ban tonight for the red team is going to be Stukov, a very common theme for anybody playing against Phoenix Rising Amethyst. They have a pretty okay Stukov player that seems to be pretty respected at this point. And let's see what the first ban from Phoenix Rising is going to be. It's going to be Falstad. Falstad still, I mean, was always in a good place just with, level 20 Wind Tunnel, but with the additional damage buffs and stacking pinnacle quests on both auto and W, I think he's in a very, very, very good spot right now. So pretty unsurprising to see them banned as often as he is these days. Cosmos now banning the Brightwing. So targeting the healer picks and choices that PRA has available. Really does kind of force your hand to go with a healer early after 2 of them or maybe even 3 of them are banned out. So likely seeing a first pick here from Cosmos of, I guess, an Anduin or a Rhaegar, and then you just kind of trade the other one. But we'll see how that goes here. Each team really taking their time thinking about these choices. We're using nearly the full duration of the clock every single pick. Maybe somebody's in the bathroom, maybe not, but damn. Yeah, and there we see the Anduin immediately grabbed from Odd Thought. Hunter Stag immediately grabbing that Sylvanas. And a Nubarak taken here from Zergpern. Eggs, bacon, and toast. Eggs, bacon, and toast. Start your day the Gurgitch way with eggs, bacon, and toast. We have Watch Me Whip, Watch Me Nay Nay grabbing the Kel'Thas, and we see Greymane taken immediately as well. Both DPS here snapped for Cosmos. Now, what does the blue team decide to ban? Is it going to be Varian? Cosmos definitely does favor that hero a little bit. Would be super surprised to see it banned here. Excuse me. Hang on. But no, they're going to ban an offlaner. They're going to ban that Hogger. see Junkrat Band. 2 more picks here for the side of PRA. We see Chromie with strong anchor bottom, and Leo with a potential level 20 Entomb threat. Grabbed there by Soul Shepherd.
We will forge a great destiny.
We will forge a great destiny, so we do see Sonya, and as expected, there is the tank variant.
Fight to my last breath.
And best healer available, going to be Rhaegar. So both teams pretty okay at camps. I think PRA going to be a little bit better playing the map if that's the route they go. But ultimately with a Greymane, you're going to be able to really push a wave, push towers pretty effectively. But we'll see how it plays out. We have game 1 coming up here. It's Phoenix Rising Amethyst against Cosmos. Best of 3 tonight, by the way. BT dubs. I do believe both of these teams won their week 1 match. I believe they both dominated. But we'll see how it plays out tonight. From left to right, in blue.
Prepare for combat.
I was trying to think of something witty to say. I got nothing tonight. I'm kind of tired. It is Phoenix Rising Amethyst, Soul Shepherd on Leo, Chelsea on Chromie's Hunter Stag on Sylvanas, Little Barista on the Rhaegar, and Zergpern on a Nubarak. From left to right, it is the challengers in Cosmos. Great mount synergy, by the way, except for one degenerate. Looking at you, Imbuement, on the Rhaegar. We have Mosley on Sonya. Odd thought there on Anduin. I'm really struggling, yo. It's bad. Silver Jackal on Varian, and Nay playing the KT. Looks like Imbuement is AFK. It looks like he went for a smoke break and didn't come home with the milk. Let's take a look at our level 1 talents. Gonna be Cocktail, even-handed blessings here from the Anduin. And Northern Touch, the 7 months of Prime. Thank you very much, sir. Saying go PRA. We zoom out here as we see both teams start to well, think about taking their camps. One team is very into doing their camp, the other not so much. Just here to clean out the bottom lane. Now Hunter is leaving. Imbue confirmed degenerate. Harkin knows. So yeah, both teams doing their camps out. Sonya looks to be coming down, likely to do this camp. I would expect to see them start to rotate in that direction. Hunter trying to get out and will so successfully. Chromie's tasked with sitting bottom here, clearing this bottom lane. Doing a mighty fine job of that. Meanwhile, Rhaegar and Syl going to be getting their bruiser camp out effectively here, way before the red team even starts to think about it. So a little bit more camp prio here from the side of PRA. Greymane pushing mid. Let's see how we are doing here in the top lane. Looks like Leo getting the better of the Sonya thus far. We'll see how that plays out throughout the game. Rhaegar has to back. Syl coming here, catching mid. Camp pushing in the top lane. Meanwhile, level 4 Varian about to be a real boy. Maybe go smash. Go smash. Have fun. Alright, it's on. Time traps are around. Can be a nuisance. Rhaegar gets caught in the time trap. If I had a nickel. But we take a look at the action top here, and Sonya can do nothing but kind of watch the tower go down. She's trying to clear as best she can. Rhaegar coming up now. And now Mosley. Rhaegar has shown himself. Cocktail could be very deadly here. if positioned right. But so much value here from this first Bruiser camp out of the side of PRA. Meanwhile, in the bottom lane, they are pushed off. Red team with that variant, unsurprisingly, able to beat bullies. Chelsea, wait, I clicked on Cannon Tower. Does not have tap available, so they will go back. And still continues to roam on the map. Greymane, ignoring that camp entirely. Meanwhile, Soul Shepherd capping this objective here. Let's take a look at the bottom lane. Looks like we have a little bit of an engage here from the Anubarak. Unfortunately, it's just a healer, and there's not going to be a whole lot of follow-up damage. Odd Thought does have pull available there. As Greymane has yet to take a level 4. Now here comes some damage. Nice unstop from the Rhaegar. And Zerg going top to escape as opposed to back into his towers. He's 13 seconds on tap, so he's going to full back. And Greymane now takes a level 4. Eyes in the dark here. And Chromie's going to have to clear bottom lane. And KT coming mid. And look at the value so far in the, as I missed first blood here, the bottom lane. Looks like a taunt came out. And now Red's going to go ahead and rip bottom. But in the top lane, we have black arrows now. It looks like this tower is about as good as dead. KT's going to come up and try to save it here. Throw a Q under their feet. Get him to look very scary. But ultimately, that is a lot of pressure this early for the side of PRA. He's doing a really nice job playing the map with the tools that they have. This top fort already half down. This middle wall has also taken a fair amount of damage. And now camps are up again. Let's see what they decide to do. Cocktail. The wave clear of all wave clears. Still yet again playing on the map. Maybe looking for a pick here. Zerg does have stuns available. Doesn't quite get in range though. I'm really surprised to see that he didn't go a little bit sooner. But PRA has left bottom and now they're going to pay for that. Slowing Sands is the choice for the Chromie. Silver Jackal taking a lot of damage, but Rhaegar kind of left alone here on camp. And because of that, they lost the tower bottom. Good macro decisions here. And nice play by Anubarak to just kind of get out of there. Silver Jackal swimming in the sands. Look at how much damage he's taken. Immediately pulled from the Anduin. And it looks like they have KT kind of playing the map now. It's a nice cleanse yet again. Beautiful time trap there. Oh my goodness. That is so well played by Chromie. The micro there and the decision making was so strong. Silver Jackal is caught. I don't know if they can kill him. Bear is there. But no, not in time. They don't have level 10s. And now Rhaegar getting stuck. Chelsea all alone here in the bottom lane to clear the Giants. Meanwhile, Syl doing what Syls do. Just playing the map, taking wall, taking towers. And we have Syl coming in the back lane. Does have black arrows available here. Really nicely done. Tower is turned off. Soul Shepherd and Hunter playing the map really well. And because of that, looks, I think this time they should be able to get this building. But, that's a Pyroblast. I don't think that's how that works. Oh my god, he lives! He lives! Meanwhile, Greymane doing the camp. Still really wanting to take this building. But KT wave clear is pretty good. Throws a dagger at him, but no autos. Nice. It was weird that there was a time trap here. Chromie had to back, but he put a time trap down on the wall. And Chelsea has to be very careful here. We are going to see a taunt. Is bullet available? No. But we do have a cocoon, and now, nice engage here. They're playing in the sands. The minus 40 is huge. And it's going to be really hard for Silver Jack to get out if they have any more type of stuns, but it doesn't look like it. Level 20 sands is going to be really tough for Varian to play into here as this game continues. And here's a lot of damage going on in Zerg Perm. Beautiful Lund stop there. Again, Chromie being an absolute nuisance as pull comes out yet again. Cocktail nearing completion there. Well, not nearing, I would say. And here we have potentially a 5-man invade. No, it looks like Sonya's going to go mid. She wanted to come bottom, but she has to deal with top. This camp is going to be pushing. Leo is going to be capping the top objective here. And Buman has to full back. We have Slowing Sands coming out, slowing the Variant. A little bit of an engage, but nevertheless, she's going to be very fine. Cleanse a little late, but it won't matter. This fort is as good as dead. I think. Unless he decides not to hit the Sonya. There's a leap, and that was the escape that Mosley needed to get out. And now he is very, very dead. Yeah. Sylvanas living in the Sonya's walls, and it's about at this point where I, as an offlaner, would be going, Team? What are we doing? Nice combo here. Gets the Ancestral off, though. The Sand's good enough to slow. And it's really, really well done. We have a little bit of an engager on the top. I was going to say Towers of Doom. But the Bridge of Doom. It's a match time. Welcome in for real. Good to see you as always. So PRA coming in with a plan. They plan to push top. And now let's see how they are able to convert this large siege advantage that they have. Looks like Leo's coming down, potentially looking for an Entomb. They're going to be able to get somebody here. And is pull available? Yes, it is. So now Varian in the backline trying to disengage. A lot of the damage going on initially to the Chromie. The Cocoon is onto the Greymane to stop some of that damage from coming through. Nevertheless, Syl is absolutely smurfing on the KT, but he's able to pop the shield out in time, and now he gets pyroed, and he's going to have to trade. And he does trade. He is able to trade. Really well done there by Hunter. The Syl's revenge with that Pyroblast. That's funny. Taunt onto Chromie. No bullet available. Oh, bullet was available this time, but unfortunately wasn't able to find the R button. Light Bomb not quite connecting yet. PRA having so many tools to disengage with this, and they've done a really good job using them effectively to make sure that this... Oh, no, as I'm talking about it, it's the Caster Curse. This time Bullet doesn't find much damage because he's already so low. Both teams now get to level 14. It's 4-4 in kills, but leading away in Siege overall is the side of PRA. A very healthy top and mid wave. Bottom is a little battered and bruised, but they don't seem too upset about it. Nice disengage here. Now playing in the sands, but pull have to be used. Here comes a Cocoon onto the healer, and Imbuement is looking like he's going to be the target here. Really nice dodge of the Entomb. Silver Jackal looking to mess up the Varian. He's taking so much damage from the Chromie damage, and he doesn't have a lot of mana. Bullet onto the face of Soul Shepherd. Here comes the Light Bomb. This time it's going to connect. And Rhaegar is AFK on the point. The team is dying, and your Borko was getting a snack in the bottom lane. Because of that, it looks like Sonya is going to be able to cap this. Probably not free. Looks like he probably just gets mind control. One arrow. One arrow comes out of a bush. And this is what you want to see. This is what's going to happen with a Greymane. If you lose your anchor bottom, if you lose a team fight, you're going to lose a building. And so it shall be. So all this early advantage that PRA once had quickly evaporated because of that. No team has, well, they just did their bruiser. Nice leap here. Is he going to be able to get out? No. Great staggering CC from the KT. And things starting to fall apart here a little bit for PRA as the first Dragon Knight goes in favor of Cosmos, and all the lanes are pushed in the left direction. This is really funny. A lot of Chromie damage. Ancestral, though, going to be good enough. Yeah, Slowing Sands 20 is going to be the main difference here. Chromie and the Anubarak are going to be able to one-shot pretty much anything. Soul Shepherd getting kicked. Does have E available, though, and looks like he's going to be able to E the hell out of there. Yeah. Good cleanse, allowing Anubarak to get out. Everybody is time-stopped right now. As Slowing Sands comes to mess up the DK. Nice sidestep there from Soul Shepherd. Is he going to have to... Minus 40 is a real thing. 500 HP. He's able to escape. Leo wanting more Silver Jackal, a little bit out of position. Does Odd Thought have another pull available? No, not for another 27, but Zergpern is pyroed. He's going to die. Syl going in, trying to get the damage onto Imbuement, but... Oh, it is enough. Thankfully, the Q from Leo is enough to finish off that kill. And what looked like it was going to be a disastrous fight for PRA. They come out one person ahead. Or bug, if you will. Leo's going to catch top. Let's see what they decide to do. Camp is up for the side of Cosmos. 27 globes from the KT. Syl is pretty far away. from getting that pinnacle reward. Still 200, or rather 100 stacks away, which is surprising considering how much he's been split pushing. Soul Shepherd is here, and I'm not sure what the Leo's doing. He's just kind of zoning for his team. Camp's going to be pushing the bottom lane pretty quick here. Varian is lagging behind, but he's going to be here shortly. Both tanks are going to reach this bottom fight at roughly the same time. Level 18 is here, and now we're going to have likely Slowing Sands 20. We have a taunt. Cleanse is not here. Is Ancestral going to be in time? No, but they are playing in the sands. Beautiful leap by Mosley. Good unstop from the bear. Beautiful time strap also from Chromie to be able to escort the team out of there. Leo doing his duties, getting his chores done. Collecting soak. Zug Zug. 2 Caddis here in the top lane. And as they decide to banner mid, there's a taunt onto Chelsea. Here comes Pyro. Is he going to time trap it? No. Does have the ability to time trap it, by the way. What's going on the top lane? Looks like Soul Shepherd and Mosley are beating each other up quite a bit. Sonya's going to win that. And Cosmos doing a really nice job taking the small advantages that they're given, taking the forts when they can, just with Varian Banner, just with the level 10 shield wall there. They're going to be looking for an engage here, and they're super far out. The bear should be dead. I don't know what they're waiting so long for. They're looking at the Chromie, and so much damage immediately coming out. Here comes a light bomb, but too little, too late. Chromie is going to go down. Doesn't have the time trap there. Or timeout, excuse me. That would have definitely prevented that from happening. Leo, meanwhile, doing Leo things. I think it's going to come down to Leo hitting a big entomb here to win this game. The Varian is rough to deal with right now. And here is the blow-up potential of Cosmos. They just kind of kill whatever's in front of them. They have Bullet, they have Taunt. That's all that they need. Pierre had such good macro early, not counting numbers bot all game, though, yeah. And here comes a Taunt, and Hunter should be dead here. I'm really surprised Silver Jackal didn't go. Really surprised they didn't just send that. But here comes level 20. Leo is in the top lane. So here's Slowing Sands. Look at how much damage. Nate almost gets one-shot by the Chromie damage. And he's going to have to get out. Oh, wine is good. Unraveling is one of the most broken talents in the game. So red team has the option to, well, kill anything. They are laying here in wait. Chromie have vision available? Let's see. Looks like they're looking for an entomb, and if they catch the entomb here, he just dies. Yeah. They're ripping an entomb here, but while she will definitely die, it looks like red team is going to get this objective. Wait, the leap comes out? Oh my god, she got the leap out just in time. That's huge for Cosmos. Rhaegar capping the top objective. And Soul Shepherd, like 2 ships in the night. Oh, Chromie is dead as can be. Yeah. Chromie is getting caught out quite a bit here. And Cosmos has been understanding that situation. And using it to their advantage. Meanwhile, Zerg needs to just get out. He didn't get out of there. Oh no, he didn't get out in time. Yeah, DK is going to be popped. Cosmos is going to be pushing likely bottom. I want to see them get this keep. Potentially make a play after core. All 20s are good, but that one's so good. Yeah. Soul Shepherd, is he just going to get taunted here? Doesn't look like it. He's going to be able to get out. Entomb is available. Chromie will be back shortly. They do have enough damage, I think, to kill off of Entomb, but it's going to be tough. The DK going to provide a fair amount of siege, and blue team really needs to start hitting this DK. We see a cocoon. They're going onto the back line. Does he have rewind available? Does not. Maybe he took rewind, but he's not using it. Leo's in the back line. He will die. He gets an entomb, maybe just a stall. But the DK is so healthy here that I don't think it's really going to matter. Chromie's going to have to almost one-tap somebody. And Sands are in bottom side here. Here we have a taunt onto Hunter. Good unstop. But the DK is hitting the core. Sonya now going to be playing in the Sands, but so is Varian. Gets stunned by the core as well. And now that could be the end of the Varian. No, it's a great pull and an even better leap, but the Ancestral comes out in time. It's going to come out and heal both Hunter and the Rhaegar. Both DPS are up, and as long as they don't get any more kills, I don't think they could potentially end this. Leo going to be back here in about 5 seconds, and Tomb in 8. Let's see if they try to force us a little bit more. Chromie throwing out some W damage, and it doesn't look like they're going to have much more here in the tank. Cosmos deciding just to take the camps. And Chromie seeing that all 5 members of Cosmos are ripping this camp here in a hurry. Meanwhile, in the top lane, Big Wave is ascending. Rhaegar, the other bug. Anubarak. Will be back in 23 seconds. Both teams doing chores, getting their camps out. Sonya will be here in time to make sure that this wave does not take the keep. And we have officially entered late game D-Shire. Both teams have great siege at this point. Between Black Arrows and Bugs and Totem and Time Traps. And Red Team very much the same with just Varian. Having so many tools available to be able to tank a tower or tank a core. Both teams can just win a team fight and end the game. It's going to come down to how well they play Ring Around the Rosie, though. Who gets caught first. And I think one more team fight is really going to decide this game. And while Red Team is entirely top, and I think that they showed, yeah, they all just showed in wave. So this bottom fort is a goner, and I think this definitely favors PRA opening up this bottom lane. And I think they just go core. Do they just go core? You just go core. This is so much more value than even getting the DK. And that's what they decide to do. Cosmos now is all backing, realizing we can't even take this building. We're going to lose our keep here. And finally they back. Wall's going to have to come down here shortly so that they can see what's going on. And yeah, they're going to get some keep damage as well. Sonya's top. The bottom keep, or excuse me, the top fort will fall to this camp anyway. But win condition now definitely open for PRA. I'm going to close the talents here. We'll see them again at the end. I just kind of want to focus on the action. Top fort is going down to that bruiser camp. And there we have a taunt immediately onto Varian. He needs pull. He gets a really nice engage from the from Zergpern there. It goes onto the Anduin so he can't get pulled immediately. PRA is running forward. Soul Shepherd now with the bonk over the head is going to kill the Varian. Hunter going in and Bumid missing the bullet, but not missing a lot of damage. He's able to get out just in time. Ancestral's been used. And it looks like PRA is going to be able to take this bottom keep after a successful team fight. Such a smart play from the Anubarak, understanding that he needs to dive onto the Anduin to stop the pull. They are able to slow the Varian into the sands and get the kill there. It was just really, really strong tank play there. And now he's going for more. Let's see if sands come out. No, he immediately gets minus 40'd and dies under tower. No healing available. And Tomb is going to be up shortly. Let's see if they try to turn this. I kind of want to see them do it. They still have Silence and Tomb. They still have Sands 20 Mind Control. Nope, they're just going to decide to back up and maybe play objective here. They see Rhaegar going top. So Mosley can very safely just go and get bottom. Yeah, it's pinged already that, hey, bottom's going to be available. PRA is trying to play for this, but they showed in wave, so it's the catapult trolling. Anduin shows bottom as well. So now it really comes down to the last team fight. PRA probably could have ended with a little bit better micro there. Anubarak just a little bit overzealous. It is hard because a lot of the damage is front to back. And now Soul Shepherd is going to be able to press E in time. No. Bye. Oh, the leap not quite landing. And Bear is pinging help. There's a slowing sands. Is he going to be able to get a pick, though? I don't think so. And now this is very dicey for PRA, who, I mean, they are going to have the tools. Once Leo is up, they're going to have the tools to be able to actually, to one-tap somebody. But it's going to be quite hard. Although Ney is really out in front and pretty much alone. Hunter's going to have to press his one to avoid the taunt. Do they have Cocoon available? They have Cocoon available, and Sony's not here, and we do have a Leo. Leo, yeah, nice and Tomb here. They're going to have to immediately go onto the Anduin. Anduin's double pull is down. They go immediately onto the Greymane, and now fighting for the life is PRA. They're going to have to take this fight. Here comes a Pyroblast landing onto the face of the Leo. And Silver Jackal is playing in sand. But it will not matter. So the Varian bullet combo, too much to overcome. Pyroblast getting so much value. Cosmos really clawed their way back from an early macro deficit. And they're going to be able to cap this night. They're going to be able to right-click the core. And they should be winning game 1 here of this best of 3. The Sands, though, minus 40, minus 50, by the way. Yeah, I mean, they need to go. The Dragon Knight is really taking its sweet time and actually just going through and taking a ton of damage, but I don't think it's going to really matter. Silver Jackal will fall, but so will the core. So DK hits it. They get Entomb. GG has been called. Cosmos wins games 1. (19-9) in kills, leading the way in damage was Chromie, followed by Imbuement on the Greymane. (25-minute D-Shar game, leading the way in XP as far as soaking goes, and both Siege. Leo leading the way for the game. Mosley right behind as well. Well played by Cosmos. Way to show composure when you're losing so hard top. They had a plan, and they just knew they needed some buttons, they needed their 10s, and then they could just kind of kill whatever. The Nubarak really had a bad time playing this game. With the bullet combo, with the taunt, there's only so much you can do. Rhaegar only has 1 cleanse, so, you know, what do you do? Take a look at the talents here for each side. Its bullet cooldown 20 is actually surprising to see, so no blunderbuss there. Main Boy 7. Okay. What the hell? That man said to join his Discord to make some serious bank. If he thinks that I'm doing this to make bank, he is looking at the wrong stream. Lol. Anyway. We will get Cosmos the well-earned point on the board. Go back to our map selection screen, and we will await our next battle. Looks like a lobby has been created. Let's see where we're heading. We're going to Tomb of the Spider Queen. This was picked, looks like by Cosmos. Unless that was, unless they don't have that all figured out yet. Yeah, looks like this was picked by Cosmos. So we go to match. This was won by red team. We are going to Tomb, and this was picked by red team again. Here we go. All right, we got everybody in the lobby ready to rock and roll. Whoa, what a mess. All right, sorry. I got started reading down the Reddit hole, and that was a bad choice. All right, we're ready to rock and roll. Game 2. Tomb of the Spider Queen. Man, I have to get up early tomorrow, and I'm not taking that. All right, we immediately see Sylvanas banned, Stukov banned yet again. I expect we're just going to see multiple healers banned here again from Cosmos. Part of their if it ain't broke, don't fix it type strategy. Excuse me. Okie dokie. Varian banned. Let's see what Cosmos is going to do now that Varian is gone. The Stitches is banned as well. Expect to see Junkrat picked here. Or Johanna. I think either one of them could be pretty strong. Instead we see a Tychus banned, so that's pretty interesting. First pick. Anduin grabbed yet again for Odd Thought. Silverjack this time on a Nubarak. It's a little bit of tank swapperoni. Yeah, that was a long, spammy, join my Discord and get tons of viewers. Very much the hot girls in your area want to hook up type message of Twitch. Local singles in your area want to mingle. Not with me, they don't. Now, I'm pretty sure I'm not a part of that. We see Brightwing banned. Notably, Falstad and Thrall are not banned. I do like a noob here. Yeah, me too. I think a noob is pretty strong on this map. I would have liked to see the Garrosh, though, maybe instead of the Joe. I think it puts so much pressure on the Anub. They never actually want to hook up. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. There's no hot girls in my area, only my wife. Damn. We have a Gazlo, ladies and gentlemen. We have a Gazlo sighting. And Nay playing Tassadar. We have Malfurion. Not great at making things unstoppable. And a Junkrat. Last up. Last up for Cosmos. What are they going to round this team off with? They need an offlaner. Oh, no, they don't. They need a DPS. It's Hanzo. I guess my comment could stand, depending on your opinions of Gazlo. I am a huge fan of Gazlo. I have actually run 4-man Gaz on this map. I don't think I won with it, but I'm sure there's a game VOD somewhere. I realize that sounds terrible. It was supposed to be a new take on the Ghostbusters movie quote. I'm unfamiliar with that. So I'm only just going to assume you're a dick. From left to right, it is Phoenix Rising Amethyst down 0-1 here in this best of 3. It is Little Barista playing the Malfurion, Zergpern on Joe, Chelsea on Tychus, Hunter playing Junkrat, and Soul Shepherd on the Blaze. From right to left in red, it is Cosmos. Nay on Tassadar, Silver Jackal playing Anubarak, Imbuement on Hanzo, Mosley on Gazlo, and Odd Thought on Anduin again. Battle begins in 10 seconds. We take a look at our level 1 talents here. It is Sleepy Root, W build, E build, even-handed blessings again. All the usual suspects for most talents here. Even even-handed is not the usual suspect, but good poke damage from both teams. As waves do begin to be cleared. Junkrat getting a boop. Hanzo taking a nap. Why you napping, bud? Joe stalling rotations. 5 stacks already by the Hanzo. Oh, it's 4 more. That's such a nice angle. I really, really like W build here. Specifically because of this angle. Because this, and this are like very brain-dead Hanzo scatter bots. Like if somebody's rotating there, you can pretty much always hit them from any angle. It's cheating. It's really, really good. Zerg having popped the unstop here. Just tested our wall, blocking him off. Both teams completely neglecting their camps here in the early stages of the game. I guess both teams are really not great at doing it. We see a boop, though, onto Tassadar. As Silver Jackal goes in immediately. Is going to get rooted and pulled immediately from the Andy. What's going on here in the bottom lane? Blaze trying to poke these towers down. I miss old Blaze, man. I loved Q in a building. I love that it did double damage to buildings as well. Non-structure enemies hit by both streams. Pfft. Fuck that. Change it back. And I get it. Like, he was one of the few offlaners that could, like, actually do that. And it was brutal. Like, this would be at half health, probably. But still, I miss old Blaze. We have Master Assassin from the teacup. Both teams simultaneously remembering that camp exists. And both teams very similar in gem total. And A is actually going to not get these 3 gems here, while PRA will. And Soul Shepherd doing a pretty good job kind of hassling the Gazlo in the bottom lane, doing a decent job poking down. And with this camp, oh my gosh, both of them are back. Yeah, both of them had camp back. Junkrat getting a boop onto Hanzo. It doesn't look like anything's going to come of it, though. Do we have boop build from Junkrat? No, we have Chattering Teeth. They ping the Tychus. I'm not entirely sure why. Nice pull again from Odd Thought. Anduin here, really the savior of all saviors for this Cosmos team. Without the Anduin, they would be a lot deader than they are. Blaze continuing to poke down towers. Just take a look here what's going on mid. Zergpern getting low. The Q not going to connect. Imbuement missing his Q as well. Nice scatter there onto the back wall. And hitting Junkrat in the ass. 15 stacks for the Hanzo, who's well on his way to completing the level 1 quest. Tychus throwing a grenade at him. Looks like blue team is going to try to turn in. They're going to need Soul Shepherds as well. While red also has a turn-in available, and it looks like they're going to be trying to do that on that mid lane. Let's take a live look in here. Silver Jackal does have 28, missing the stun. But, ooh, the boop. I'm surprised it didn't immediately hit the boop. Yeah, this is why Joe is so strong in this map, because of these blinds. It's really difficult for them to turn in. And PRA has so much poke between the Junkrat, between the Joe, between even Tychus grenades, W's from the healer. It's going to be really, really hard unless they get some kills for Cosmos to turn in. And as he's sleeping, he's going to try to turn in, which is really funny. They go onto him now, but he's going to just press his unstop and get out. Looks like Blaze can turn in bottom here pretty soon. But instead, he's just going to be running it down. He's going to try to stop this turn-in. Does so effectively. Blaze stopping the Gazlo from coming down here to catch this soak. And yeah, he does miss a little bit of it because of that. Gazlo with that double W. Anubarak going to get 30 gems in here bottom. And, you know, honestly, I talked a little bit about the PRA poke and how much they have, but truthfully, Cosmos has just as much. They have Hanzo Q, they have Hanzo W, they have Hanzo E, literally all of his buttons. Tassadar, all of his buttons. They have Anduin W. They have so many tools here to stop them from getting a turn in. Bumit getting low on mana. Something gets eaten there. Oh, that was a bug. Chelsea wants this wave, but will not get it. Both teams now about 30 in. PRA about 15 ahead in overall gem total. Mosley sitting on 30 here in the bottom lane. Tychus minigunning the top wave with great prejudice. Gazlo is trying to get his in. Are they going to get a blind off in time? No, they actually missed the blinds. Maybe didn't quite see that Gazlo was getting turned in. Because of that, red web weavers will be descending here. They're not going to have their 10s for this. Blue team's going to have level 10s very shortly. Nice boop here, but I don't think anything will come of it. So we are going to see Commandeer Odin. We have Riptire, Tranquility, Bunker, and Shield. Is it a shield game? Maybe not. Maybe because you have a Blaze, it's not a shield game, and he's thinking about it. He hasn't snap picked it yet. So this tells me it could be, you know, depending on their ults. And yeah, I mean, they have Black Hole, they have Light Bomb, they have Gravo and Arrow. I don't necessarily hate, although if you had a shield there, that would have been a dead Anubarak. It was a nice boop from the Junkrat, but ultimately able to skirt away. And yeah, we do see Falling Sword, so here we have potentially a big engage, a lot of damage from Tassadar being provided. Oh, and excuse me, we have Dragon Strike, so no arrow. I think that might be a bit of a mistake, but it's so easy to land a massive combo, and now Blaze is going to have to potentially bunker here? No, because there's no arrow. Tychus, though, has a lot of gems and is going to need some peels. Looks like the team is here to help him. They're just kind of hitting the Anubarak now. I still think you should be able to boop your teammates so that they can get out of danger, or like boop them over walls and stuff. I think Junkrat should have that functionality. I think that would be very, very fun. And maybe broken, but that's a chance on, well, you know what, they're doing all kinds of weird things. Make it weird, man. Tassadar caught out. Gonna have to black hole this. Here we have Falling Sword. It's gonna do what most Falling Swords do, which isn't much. But if the Light Bomb had landed, Johanna was ready. Let's take a live look in at our bottom lane while Soul Shepherd continuing to run down the bottom towers, and the Web Weaver had descended earlier, and Red Team got nothing in the bottom lane thanks to Blaze's great wave clear. Gazlo now going to be dealing with this Spider. In the top lane, Odin being used here. And it looks like Blue Team will have a lot more... oh my god, he just goes in! Anubarak did not want that Riptire, like moth to a flame. Did not want that tire to go off, because of it, literally ate it in his mouth. Holy, so this top fort is going down. Poor Anubarak, man. Anubaraks have had a rough go this series. It's not been great for them. Oh my god, she's able to skirt out of danger there. Well done by Shepherd. The rest of the cavalry comes in. Blue team does have turn in yet again. Mosley here. Mosley's in Narnia. Mosley's in Narnia. He's going to have to ult to maybe even get out. It might even be too late for that. Joe is here. Here's a Blaze Stun to follow. And this is 30 gems on the ground. And a huge loss for Cosmos. Bottom has been pinged. It looks like Red Team fully committed to doing the Bruiser Camp. A PRA going to be able to snag this bottom fort because of it. Now, up 2-0 in kills. Gonna be turning in as well as getting this bottom siege camp. Never underestimate the power of the Wombo combo that Cosmos does nearly every single game. They're so effective at using all their buttons at the same time, but they haven't done it yet this game in the way that they want to. It will happen, though. Mosley potentially caught out yet again. That's why you oil first before you slam, by the way. And let's see what lane PRA decides to push with these spider butts. Odin is available again. And here we do see it dropping down in the mid lane. And terrible, terrible damage. Is Anubarak going to do it again? I mean, he's going to eat the tire. But he's not going to do it face first this time around. Cocoon onto the Odin. Everybody's getting them out. And Falling Sword going to be activated here? No. But we do see a boop onto... Yeah, nice pull there from Odd Thought. So much damage going down in the bottom lane. Thanks, Blaze. This great wave clear here. Nice Falling Sword. Able to get the whole team out. Junkrat trying to skate away. Bear taking a lot of damage, but now we have a counter engage. Blaze is here in the back line. Hits the Hanzo. There's going to be no more Poisel available because it already came out of the Anubarak. Beautiful black hole. Catches 4 people at PRA as the bunker is here. Hunter Stag, the only one not getting caught by that. Boop onto Silver Jackal. Blaze just missing the stun. In a wild exchange of ults. Haven't seen the Gravo yet really be used, and it looks like blue team is trying to get another turn in, and they have it available here. Chelsea. Oh, actually we need 11 more. So Soul Sharp, actually everybody needs to turn in. They have Exacxes, as it's called. Red team trying to clear their waves out right now. Level 16 is right around the corner for the side of PRA. Cosmos yet to land this giant wombo combo that they have. Anduin's soon to have 2 pulls available, though. 1 level away from having 2 saving graces. He has no desperate prayers, but he has saving graces. Or what's it called? Leaps of faith? Leaps of faith. Blaze stun missing. There's Cocoon onto Joe. Big engage. No bunker available this time around, and Blaze does get the Falling Sword thanks to Joe. Really well done here by Zergpern. And now Riptar is going to connect to the Tassadar. They boop him out. But there is really no engage aside from Blaze. Blaze, though, now here to play. Odin in the backline. Big pull there from Odd Thought. Really well done. Saving the Tassadar's life, surely. But Silver Jackal getting really low. Pops the spell armor. Here's a disengage from the Hanzo. Bunker is down. Everybody should be getting in, but they decide to dance around it. Nay stepping a little bit too far out. Good sidestep there from Chelsea. And now the Web Weavers could be descending here momentarily for the side of blue. Meanwhile, Gazlo looking for, I don't know, a wave to clear, probably? Junkrat? Junkrat, why are you not paying attention to this trap, Junkrat? The amount of times I play Chromie, and somebody's yelling at me to go, boop, 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 or like, trap, trap, trap. Oh, Hanzo gets caught! Nice pull yet again! Is Imbuement get killed? Almost. Wow. The double blinds almost providing enough damage there. Oh, and grenade! The Kobe from downtown hits the Hanzo and finishes the kill. That is why you go quarterback. Spite is pushing in the bottom lane. Nobody has yet responded to it. Red team is going to have to do something special here now to save some buildings. Catapult's pressure is here. Gazlo really doing a nice job. And it looks like middle is really not going to take that much damage. But PRA is going to get all the walls, all the towers. Keeps are going to stay alive. Nice try there by Hunter Stag. Yeah, I mean, this is a great clear. This is best case scenario. After losing your wave clear in Hanzo, you don't lose anybody else. You're able to clear, take all your keeps. You're still in the game. You're only down 1 level. There's no need to panic. You have a turn. Blue team getting spotted immediately because, you know, Tassadar. It's only been 3 kills this game. A lot of that on the shoulders of Falling Sword, which has been ultimately a really good decision for his team. We do see Pierce. And here's our big engage. Do we see Falling Sword immediately? Not quite. Bunker being used. We have Falling Sword kind of as an engage this time around. But a lot of ults were used, not Black Hole necessarily, or Light Bomb. But we saw the Gravo, and it's a 3 for 2. So that ult trade did favor Cosmos. But I think they're gonna have to let Boss go at this point. Like, they see him do it. I mean, I guess you just wait for this. Like, they have to clear this. So PRA just baits until this is gone. And we have an engage here onto Junkrat. Able to get the boop off in time, though. He's going to dodge the Black Hole as well. Here's the counter engage. Blaze looking for a stun. He's popping the armor. Looking for damage. And Bumic getting so low and getting caught by the Tychus. Chelsea, the raid boss here on the Tychus. Silver Jackal getting low, but it's not going to matter. He's going to be able to escape with that E. Pull is not available, and here comes the Johanna Mama. Look at the engage from the Falling Sword. Something I have not seen PRA do, I think, ever. But it is working better than it ever has. This bottom tower is going down. It looks like the Riptire... Oh my gosh, almost actually kills Silver Jackal there. I was waiting for the Spell Armor to come off. Hunter looking for more. And PRA is going to abandon their Odin, basically. How long does he have on that? Can I even tell? Oh boy. The boop? The boop would have been funny. If this is an ARAM, I boop this and kill my friend for sure. You could fill in the blank on who the friend is. So now, level 20s. They're not going to have Odin for this. I kind of wish we had saved Odin for top to push with boss. The red team does have turn-in. Looks like Anubarek's is going to be getting 37 in. Gonna need a couple more. Nay looking to go turn-in now. And this is very good for red. This is going to at least keep them into the game. And I think this keep goes down anyway? I don't know. I guess it's just a free clear for blue team. Stun not quite landing. Relatively free clear here, though. It is canny! It is correct. That's where blue team takes the bottom keep. Oh god. We clearly spent too much time together. Blaze looking for an engage here, pre-20. Gazlo at 20, by the way, if he goes E-build, is a real bitch and a half to deal with. I mean, it is a brutal level 20 to play into if you're not watching your feet. Now, granted, they have a lot of mobility, minus the healer, but it's going to be tough to deal with. Blue team almost has turn-in again. Turn-in should be win con here. They're still looking for something. I guess they might just try to Odin this, but if they try to Odin this, it does give them kind of the ability to pick their fight. Silver Jackal can kind of look, get a nice cocoon as he takes a ton of damage. Pull there used, and a bunch of ults immediately being popped. Nice bunker here from Blaze, and Odin continuing to, well, I won't say pepper because that's not what he does, but blow the shit out of this middle keep. Oh, are we going to see the trap here? No, the trap lands on a bug. And Bumic getting low. Blaze going to have to back out now. And I think you're pretty content with just getting the keep here and staying alive. Staying alive. Staying alive. Cosmos now with the level 20s has a long wall. They have that bomb toss, as I mentioned. Rewind is huge. Let's see what Anduin decides to go. Yeah, rather Censure, excuse me, and Dragon Awakens, so a lot more dragons will be thrown. The Falling Sword 20, Burn Notice, that's an interesting talent, and Cannonball, as well as Empowered Serenity, so not Tranquility, which I think is a pretty insane ult. The wall here going to stop him from going forward, and really, they're in a tough spot, Cosmos is. All with 2 keeps being down, the camp is pushing here. Literally, they can just get a couple of gems, get their turn in, and, I mean, you have to deal with this. You have 3 Caddis here. You have to deal with this camp mid. Imbuement is caught out. He's going to have to jump over the wall and does so. And now, they're 1 away from turn. They're getting at bottom here. With this camp, are they looking to end? Are they just going to team fight this to end? Here we have the engage and light bomb. Beautiful unstop. But it doesn't quite catch the Junkrat, and the Junkrat's the one that needed it most. Bear eating the entire duration of the dragon. And the Johanna gets cocooned, and he's not able to help the team. And Chelsea... Unfortunately, the Odin is really good at team fighting. It's not as good when you're trying to run away as an Odin, because you just don't have, you know, mount speed, and he has to, like, walk back to core. But this is what red team needed. They should be able to do boss here, right? Oh, not for a full minute. It's unfortunate for them, but they are going to get a turn in here. They should be able to get a couple of forts off of this, and they finally get a little bit momentum post 20, hitting their combo as expected. They got the light bomb on the Anubarak. They're able to get the bomb tosses in, causing so much chaos, and then the Dragon Strike through the middle provided enough damage to kill both the healer, and the Junkrat was caught as well by all the shenanigans. Good decision to cocoon the Johanna. Just really well played overall by Cosmos there. Now red web weavers are descending. Tychus throwing a grenade over wall, Hunter getting caught. Long wall is a brutal ult to deal with here. Are we endless grenades? We're endless grenades, so yeah, Junkrat's going to be able to clear this up pretty quick. Getting caught is the Anubarak. Pull going to be available. Is it going to be in time? Yeah, he will. And do we see any sort of counter-engage here from PRA, knowing that Silver Jackal is so low? I mean, he almost gets autoed to death right there. They're looking to go mid and clear, but Tychus is running forward and just literally auto-attacking them to death. Blue team should still have a turn-in available after this. They almost do. They're going to be able to get bottom wave. It looks like they might be playing for top boss. What are they doing here? Are they trying to just take top? I don't... Are they trading? What are they doing? They're gonna take this keep? They're not gonna take the keep? I don't... Hey, what are both these teams doing? I'm so confused. This doesn't matter. Who gives a shit about this if they're pushing it back? I'm really surprised PRA just didn't stay in these 2 lanes and push it out and let the spiders end. So now they have an opportunity to clear, but Gazlo is caught out quite a bit. Immediately gets pulled. Silver Jackal might need a pull as well. No, it doesn't look like it. Here comes a lot of zoning tools from the red team. The spider bottom is going to be the one that they're going to have to play with. Chelsea isn't going to be able to smurf the cocoon here if he does get it. How many pulls available for the Anduin? We still have 1 pull available. Tassadar is great at clearing up this objective. Joe gets cocooned. They go on to Chelsea. Light bomb coming out. Not going to connect this time around, but the rewind is enough. Falling Sword not able to get to him in time. Meanwhile, Soul Shepherd is running down the back line somehow. I'm not even sure how he got there or why he's here, but here we are. The spider in the top lane, is it going to be enough damage to actually take out this keep? If it is, it's a small victory for PRA. This Junkrat, yeah, will be able to help us to clear that. And a couple of catapults on core might get a little bit of damage here. We are 25 minutes into this game, and we do have our first little tiny tick of core damage. Ladies and gentlemen, we're in the late game. Can't believe they're doing this camp. This is a choice. They're going for boss. You just backdoor then. If they're all going for boss, can they see vision here? Do they have anything that gives vision? No. But they know they're all going boss. This is... Yeah, they have to leave. Because Blaze is going core. Okay. Really nice unstop. He's able to get the bunker off in time, but I don't think it's going to matter. Now the Gravel Bomb catching the Johanna as well. And now they can boss. I still think you go core with Odin. Gazlo is going back to clear. Okay. What is Hanzo? Hanzo is full W, so yeah, this boss burns very quickly. Well, if he hits most of the arrows. If he doesn't hit most of the arrows, then it's not as quick. And the boss gets reset slightly. Okay, now they're back at it. You should be scattering it this way, horizontally, so that it hits both back and forth multiple times. Expect to see Odin immediately pop tier. I don't think this ends, actually. The boss, I mean, it's a 26-minute boss, but between Junkrat and Tychus, you know, unless Red Team gets some kills, I don't think they can deal with it. Gazlo is going to be stuck doing chores, so it's going to be a 4-on-5 for a long time. And, yeah, Tychus just needs to pop Odin here and clear this. Yep, so there it is. We see Cocoon onto Johanna. There we have a Light Bomb, but it's not going to work this time around. Big Riptire to the backline. As Hunter poking them in the face with Junkrat. Yeah, and I don't think Red Team can really end here. We're not Archon. You know, we just use Light Bomb. We do have Dragon Strike, but ultimately, this isn't even going to get any core damage here. Oh, I lied? Nope, I didn't lie. Shield just hanging on. And Gazlo is still trying to clear these two camps. They've been doing it for a while. Red Team, though, does have their turn-in. Again, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really end because of how messed up their lanes are right now. But Hunter gets caught by the Tassadar wall. Junkrat not quite catching the 41 here from Mosley. And yeah, look at the core. Look, I mean, the core's taking so much damage again. It's actually going to lose a little bit more. 91, 90, 84. The catapults. Winions providing so much siege damage. And it looks like they might just try to send a PRA looking for the killing blow here. But Black Hole is already used. They get the Gazlo, but will it be enough? Odin not available yet. And we see so much of the CC. Beautiful bunker there this time around. Blaze not quite landing the stun because he gets interrupted. Imbuement now peeling with the dragon, but the Tassadar going down to the Tychus. Red Team's core is under attack. It's still a 3-on-5. You have to be careful of the -40. Riptire gets interrupted. No bunker available. The only ults that you're going to have here are Odin. But Odin will be a pretty decent ult. Silver Jackal going in. Stun misses because of the Joe. Everybody's trying to kill the Anubarak, and they will do so effectively. Cosmos trying to hang on here. Imbuement getting low. Gonna jump into core, but it's not going to be enough. PRA is going to win the game 2. This 29-minute Tomb of the Spider Queen game over Cosmos. Ah, this map. Oh, lordy. I can hear Gibbs being... Eight to 6. You wouldn't think a 29-minute game finishes with 8-6 in kills. That is just, that's incredible, honestly, and truly, it was pretty well played by both teams. Red Team just lost so much early, and they did a really good job holding on, and they really had a chance to win it at the end there. But ultimately, PRA, a couple nice individual efforts at the end, you know, catching that Gazlo out. Tychus kind of running down the Tassadar on a couple separate occasions. I think really Tychus was the hero here with 5 total kills, even though Hunter had a 2-hour cast. 2-hour cast. Hunter leading the way overall in damage, but Tychus really the difference maker here. And look at the siege numbers overall. I mean, so much wave clear from these teams. Soak, both Tassadar and Gazlo had more soak than the Blaze. 3-hour cast. 3-hour cast. I don't want a 3-hour cast, but I do want a 3-game series. And that's what we have today, ladies and gentlemen. I'm hyped for that fact. So, we will go to a game 3. This was picked by the red team, won by the blue team, so the team that has picked the map has lost it. Which is not very common, I would say. PRA gets their point on the board. We go back to the map selection screen. We give Nigel Good a rest of even 29 minutes on the dot for that game. And I'm wishing I had brought some... Oh, I have water. It's amazing. Oh, yeah. Good stuff. I'm going to go pee quick. I think these teams can wait a second. I'm working harder than they are. Right, chat? Tell them. It's true, casting all week is insane. Wait a minute, you got your little emoticon thing back. How did that happen? Did I miss something? Did I miss a sub, perhaps? I feel like I would have had to have. Yeah, because you weren't there and then you're there. Well, thank you for the sub, Kala. Appreciate you, as always. Supporting my PC fund, which I desperately need. And also supporting my health bar. And occasionally supporting my mana bar. We are on Sky Temple. Wait, we're on Sky Temple. This was picked by the red team. Alright. Or blue team. I know colors. Shut up. This is why you co-cast with people, so you don't go crazy. It's